Good afternoon. I've now got 30 seconds to deliver this. Michael took up all my time. No, I'm only joking. If you didn't believe the instantaneous nature of the world we live in, I've just been told that the coach of St Kilda's been sacked via Twitter. So that's new media working as we speak. Look, it's a pleasure to be part of such a progressive event in what is a fantastic location, and I'm really pleased to be here today to touch on the relationship that the AFL shares with Google. Now, you could be excused for thinking that Australian football and Google are worlds apart, sport and technology, but in today's world they are linked in so many ways, across so many platforms and viewed by so many people as one package. Now, I don't profess to be a technology guru. In fact, the people who work with me would testify that I'm not. But even I can't imagine being at an AFL game without accessing the AFL app or the TAB app, being connected to our football operations team in real time, or being at a game and not expecting to see instant replays of action that happened moments before. Sport, and the AFL in particular, haven't been immune to the proliferation of digital media. In fact, the AFL has seen massive growth across a number of key areas as a result of the advance of new media. From the way our fans consume AFL games to the relationship that those same fans have with our players, the ability to harness and utilise the explosion of digital media has been a pivotal lever for the AFL in recent times. And as our players have become more elite, professional athletes with a suitable paycheck, our fans have benefited from the unbelievable change that we've experienced in the way we consume the game. There's no question the broadcasting of the game has expanded substantially across all platforms over the past 3 decades. From a time not so long ago when matches were only available to watch on delay, as highlights or on one network, to all games being available live across a multitude of platforms and devices, our fans have never had more choice and accessibility. We now have a suite of media partners that bring significant revenue streams into the game and take Australian football to more people around the world than ever before. And not only have we recognised the need to adapt to a changing environment over the past couple of decades, but we've readily seen it as an opportunity to grow the business and get ahead of the curve. Just like the formation of the AFL Commission some 27 years ago, the conception of our own media and production company, AFL Media, is a clear example of how we've embraced change with a view to achieving new levels of success. AFL Media works hand in hand with our clubs to provide cross-platform content solutions. It has given us a chance to celebrate the game and engage fans on an unprecedented scale, and at the same time open greater revenue streams in the midst of a shifting landscape. While operating within two of the most variable environments possible, that of media and technology, initially raising eyebrows amongst traditional media outlets, AFL Media has proved to be a progressive move for Australian sport, geared towards the long-term interests of the game. And of course, it's the aggregation of a number of previously outsourced services, providing fans with a chance to have greater access to the game while also offering the AFL a multitude of business-to-business relationships. Everything from photography to our fantasy football competitions had previously been run by external operators without any real integration. And the result of aggregating those third parties is now a comprehensive turnkey business providing end-to-end production solutions. As you can see, we're able to utilise the greatest asset we have, the game itself, in a myriad of ways. The content we deliver our fans is of the highest quality, and the delivery is multi-channelled and direct. Aside from the content we provide to our broad audience, we also engage a range of clubs in TV and online production, custom publishing and photography. And by bringing these third parties under the one umbrella, we've established a greater scale of efficiency while enhancing each element of the business. New platforms and new digital partners have ensured the game continues to be taken to a greater audience than ever before. And set against the backdrop of significant digital media growth, the development of AFL Media and other similar media businesses shouldn't come as a surprise to anyone. The adoption rate and speed with which new digital platforms are developing significant audiences clearly shows the capacity for fan engagement. And while traditional media is still vitally important, The growth rate of digital media and new technologies accelerates with each new development. Our online presence is news-driven, fast-moving and comprehensive, has to be nimble. Coverage must be credible, authoritative and independent. And I remember when we first launched AFL Media, a number of people thought we would just hand feed stories to our website and filter every story to safeguard our brand. This is simply not the case. The public wouldn't come to us as a news source if we did. We report everything, warts and all, and we will continue to do so. And that has been very clear in the way we've reported on issues such as the ongoing Asada investigation into the Essendon Football Club and other recent investigations involving the Melbourne and Adelaide football clubs. There is no AFL agenda being run through the reporting of these stories on our own website. An approach to the contrary is simply quite counterproductive to what we're trying to achieve with AFL Media. And as I mentioned earlier, the AFL network is vast, made up of 19 web and online sites. Earlier this year, we relaunched our international AFL TV service, which provides live and on-demand streaming of matches across all devices to all corners of the globe. And as we continue to grow the game internationally, this is an invaluable resource and one that is increasingly being consumed via mobile and tablet devices. It's also interesting to note that YouTube provides another channel to reach new international audiences. Some of our most watched videos on YouTube have had as much as 15 times the views outside Australia compared to our domestic views, which shows that great sporting moments and the athleticism of our players transcends international borders. Complete coverage is an essential plank to our online presence and complements the array of live streaming and video on demand options available to our fans. The increase in video streams in the past 2 years alone has been staggering and very much in line with the broader trends in this space. Video streams on the AFL's YouTube channel have grown from a respectable 1 million in 2011 to well over 10 million in 2013 so far. This is in addition to about 40 million streams on our other channels. YouTube is not cannibalising our market. It is in fact exposing our content to current and potential fans who might not visit AFL.com. It is in this space that the AFL and Google are beginning to identify ways to work together and enhance the fan experience, while at the same time respecting our broadcast rights, which underpin so much of what our code does. It is worth noting here that unlike many other national and international sporting codes, AFL teams are not privately owned. While this model certainly works for some sports, particularly those established codes in the United States, we believe the AFL's public ownership is one of the reasons we are so connected to our fans. But we want to get more connected. The two teams here in Sydney, one established and one at the beginning of its journey, operate in a crowded market. They are examples of why we are always looking to better connect with existing and potential fans through increased accessibility. And it's no secret that making content available through video is crucial to making our sport even more accessible. As the volume and quality of the content gets better, it's imperative that our platforms and technology not only keep up with the demand, but take the lead in creating new and innovative products for our fans. Google is a key player here. Technology is moving so fast. It's vital that existing and potential fans have confidence that our platforms and available content are the best there is. The Google brand undeniably has an edge, a reputation and a relevancy that builds not only confidence in its products, but an interest in what Google is doing next. And as we know, Australians are very early adopters to when it comes to technology, but with that comes a high level of expectation. We welcome technological change if it's going to be of significant benefit, but we're quick to criticise it if it's not up to scratch. So it's no surprise that the AFL is interested in partnering with companies like Google to trial and explore new technologies such as Google Glass, to examine the integration of sustainable Wi-Fi networks in our stadia, and to maximise the benefits of new developments such as the NBN. The response to AFL Media has been clear over the past 12 months. This year we saw 3.1 million unique visitors to the AFL website each month. Across our club websites we saw almost 2.3 million unique visitors each month, underlying the increase in value these assets represent to our clubs. The other important fact is that we're profitable, which is something to be said for that. Our metrics this year paint a clear picture of our online presence. AFL.com has 2 to 3 times the reach of the next largest Australian sports websites. And in keeping with the swing towards mobile, 2.6 million people downloaded the AFL Live app, including Club and AFL Record iPad apps. The demand for video continues to soar, as evidenced by 39 million streams this year alone. And while we've seen relatively substantial audience growth across our web platforms, the real growth has been through our mobile and app platforms. Growth of almost 200% is not only an indication of the consumer trends of AFL fans, but it's a clear illustration of the broader trends currently at play. We expect this trend to continue to rise significantly as mobiles increasingly become our alter egos. And once again, the AFL looks to the leaders in the industry to advise us on how we need to prepare. Now, quite clearly, AFL Media is set to play a significant role in the AFL's future strategic planning. From laying the foundations of this country's first independent sports commission 27 years ago to developing a platform that ensures a truly national competition, we've seen generational change throughout the game over the past 3 decades, and change that's been rapid and significant. And whether it be mergers and relocations, developing a national network of first-class stadia, or implementing innovative equalisation measures, the past 30 years have led us to this point, and we are now about to embark on the next step on that journey. AFL Media has already played a part in building a national platform, and it will unquestionably continue to play a role as we seek to harness the platform and grow the game further. One of the key elements of harnessing the work we've done over the past decade is a determined customer focus. From the grassroots of the game right through to the elite level, a broad customer focus based on participation, match attendance and general engagement will underpin all we do. And our media capabilities will provide us with the tools to bring this agenda to life across a range of assets. Crucial to developing a meaningful customer focus is managing the relationships with our fans most effectively. And to conclude, the following clip gives you an idea of how we think these relationships could evolve in the not too distant future. Thank you. Thank you.